Tonight, Ukrainian Americans continue to watch their countries and their families fight for their lives.
And ABC 10's Giacomo Luca has their desperate plea for help while also speaking with experts about the risks of escalation.
First thing the Russians did, they bombed all the airports, they bombed all the aircraft. So we need this protection right now.
The worsening humanitarian crisis in Ukraine has natives in the Sacramento region making a desperate plea tonight.
Close the sky.
The United States and NATO have resisted calls for a no-fly zone in Ukraine, but why? Expert on international law at University of Pacific's McGeorge School of Law, Omar Dajani explains.
That's a line in the sand that says to the Russians, you are not allowed to use aircraft for any purposes over our sovereign territory, says Ukraine.
He says enforcement of such a measure could lead to further escalation with Russia, whose President Vladimir Putin's already rattled the nuclear sword, and could expand the war well beyond the borders of Ukraine.
We are in a terrible situation. On the one hand, without a doubt, the Ukrainian people are legitimately crying out for collective self-defense and protection. On the other hand, this could lead to a conflagration. What this requires is incredibly careful steps by the Biden administration.
The president's expected to meet with NATO allies to do just that in Brussels next week. Meanwhile, Ukrainian American leaders in the Sacramento area say America at the least must help ensure humanitarian channels out of the bombarded nation.
To urge President to open border for the Ukrainians refugee.